Yo my people them, CFC Redis Blue back with another video. This is a Chelsea transfer update or transfer target update. This in regards to Arsen Zakharyan, Christopher Nkunku, Rafael Leao and Endrick. All attackers, all forward thinking players, all great talents and all under the age. Well, Rafael Leao, Christopher Nkunku being the oldest at 25, but Rafael Leao, he's 23. Endrick, he's 19. Endrick, he's 16, and Zakharyan, he's 19. We're gonna start with Zakharyan, and this is like, other than Nkunku, who we know is expected to join Chelsea, Zakharyan is another player who I would expect to see at Chelsea in the future because he wants to be at the club. There's quotes going around saying that he only wants Chelsea. Other clubs could be interested, but for him, it's only Chelsea. So for me, I feel like eventually he's going to be a player that we see. Just a matter of when will we sign him. Most likely for me, it won't be till like next summer. So yeah, man. Zakharyan, he's can play anywhere across the front three, and he's just a baller. He plays in the Russian league, having a good season so far, and only at 19 years of age. He's a baller. Very high hopes for him. Hopefully he can come to Chelsea and just show how great he is, especially in the Premier League. But yeah, man, that's going to be it on Zakharyan. Now we're going to move over to Christopher Nkunku. And Nkunku, I've done other updates saying that we've already completed one part of his medical. He's apparently agreed to join Chelsea. Everything is set up. Only the thing we have left to do is sign the contracts. And once we do that, he'll be looking to come and Chelsea player. There's reports saying that we could try and get him, try and sign everything and get him to come by January. But for me, I don't feel like that's gonna happen. It doesn't mean it can't happen, but I don't necessarily see it as Leipzig are playing very well. They're still in the Champions League, and midway through the season, I don't see him doing that. He has respect and love for Leipzig, so I expect him to finish off the season there. If he came to us in January, and that's all for that, that'll be great. But I don't necessarily see him coming in January. It's a summer 2023 thing. So yeah, man, Christopher Nkunku, we already know the hype about him. He's a baller, having a great season so far for Leipzig. And yeah, man, he is someone that we really need. Someone that can spearhead the attack and be one of the best players that we have, because currently the attacking third just ain't it. It really ain't it, and that's what we need to improve on the most. So hopefully, whether it's January or in the summer, we will see Christopher Nkunku in a blue shirt. So just hopefully it's sooner rather than later. So but yeah, man, now I'm gonna move on to Endrick, a 16-year-old wonder kid from Brazil. This guy plays for Palmeiras. He is a baller. PSG and Real Madrid have also been in touch trying to sign him. PSG actually made a 45 million bid, which got rejected by Palmeiras. And apparently we're willing to meet any bid that anyone wants to put out. The club literally wants probably like 60 mil. I think that's the release clause. Not 100% certain, but 60 million. They were willing to pay that for him. And not just that, during the week or in the last 7 days, Endrick and his family visited Stamford Bridge, came to Cobham, saw everything, and on top of that was introduced to Thiago Silva, another respected Brazilian who could help entice the player to come. He's a striker, and if we get him, the thing I've seen this guy do, like when you see guys do certain things, it's hard to believe that they will come to this league and flop just based on the raw talent that he has. Brazilian as well. I find it very hard to believe that if he came that he would be a flop. But it's just about us signing him. There's other clubs like Real Madrid who get a lot of youngsters in terms of Brazilians, whether that's Vinicius or Rodrigo and other players in the past. But hopefully we can give him the project, because that's what their family wants. Is they're trying to look for the best project for Endrick, and we've basically promised him, called by Fabrizio Romano, we have promised him to be a very important first team player. He'll be able to come to us by 2024 in January. That's to any club, but it's just about getting the deal over the line. and saying that he's going to confirm to come to Chelsea. It's going to be a hard race, like I said, with Real Madrid, but right now we're in the necessarily driver's seat because apparently we have given him the best possible project, youngsters, and the importance of it, the importance of being a starter at Chelsea in the near future with Karim Benzema at PSG. At Real Madrid, we don't know how long he will be there. And Endrick doesn't want to be second fiddle, as well as in PSG, their strike force. We already know their strike force with Mbappe up top. We don't know how long he will be there for. But Endrick, he will only want to be number one, and that's what we're willing to give him. We're willing to give him the opportunity to be the important figure for us as a striker at the age of, at least, like, by the time he comes, maybe like 17 or 18, which is a big step. But for the talent that he has, we need to take that risk. We definitely need to take that risk. I believe in everything that I've seen in terms of like clips for him, that we can definitely progress with him. Don't really sort out other key areas, but Endrick, he would consider come to Chelsea, and we are the only club in the Premier League who he wants to come to, or who's actually interested in him, to give him the best possible project, as well as the fact that he wants to play in the Premier League. This is the best league in the world, and Endrick wants to come here to show his talent. But things can change. He could change his mind and end up going to PSG or Real Madrid. But as it stands, it's only us three that are the serious contenders to sign him. So just gotta hope Todd Bowley and Thiago Silva just do the ambassador thing, and also just get this guy to sign, because if we do, the levels we can reach, not only just with him but with the product that we want, a lot of young talents. I've already said Casadilla, Chukuri, Meko, Slonina, as well as Zakharyan if we sign him. A lot of young talents, all under the age of like 24. We're trying to build something for 10 years, and honestly I just hope that Todd Bowley and his vision comes to fruition sooner rather than later. But that's it for Endrick, and now we're going to move on to Rafael Leao. This player, he's AC Milan. We've already seen him play against us this season, and he didn't necessarily have the best outing against us, obviously losing both times, but the talent undeniably still there. We've seen him that even in those games, he just needs one chance, can go past players with his turn of pace and his ability. He can definitely change up the game. And a winger like him, we've missed wingers like him, and to be direct, to go past players. We miss players like him in the team. So to get him to come will be excellent, but it's just whether to see if he signs a new deal with AC Milan. AC Milan right now are trying to tie him down our own contract talks, because his contract expires in 2024, and by that time we're just trying to allocate a deal, just trying to get him on side to say, yep, we are going to sign you, give him the best layout. But his dad has already said, just basically they're trying to work with AC Milan, trying to find a deal. He doesn't need other things like Chelsea or Real Madrid or other teams trying to get involved, because they're trying to sort out his life in Milan, Leao, as he loves life in Milan. But things can change. It's a transfer. It's a long-winded race for him, and realistically, we just have to hope that things change. Because if AC Milan are not doing well, I find it very hard to believe that, as much as he loves to play there, that he will stay, because the Premier League is where it's at. And if he comes to Chelsea, the team, especially if we've already got players in the mind like Nkunku and Endrick and Zakharyan coming to Chelsea, if he will be more enticed to come to Chelsea. Not at this point in time, as we're not doing necessarily that well, but with the vision that the club has, step by step, year by year, day by day, we can entice these players to come, because we will be back on the up. Right now, figures are not going as planned, but it is what it is. Things like this happen, especially to us, once in a blue moon. This is what it is, once in a blue moon. So yeah, man, let's just deal with all of this. But that's gonna be it from me regarding this transfer target update, in regards to Zakharyan and Nkunku, Endrick and Rafael Leao. You guys leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Let me know which player that you would want to sign. Would you want Chelsea to sign all 4 of these players? Which guy would you prefer first? Let me know. But yeah, man. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Facebook for more Chelsea content. I'm CFC with this blue, and I'm out. Peace. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea.